Hello and welcome. I've got for you today a pair of headphones that I feel fit the everybody's purchasable category. This is my Liberty 4 NC review with the adaptive active noise cancellation technology 2.0 with high-res audio support and the nice stem style earbuds that you get from Soundcore by Anker. They've also got a adaptive noise cancellation technology here which allows them to reduce up to 98.5% of the ambient noise in your environment. 11mm high-res sound drivers here. They're custom designed by Anker or Soundcore, and they've got 10 hours of playback from each earbud for a total of 50 hours with an additional 4 charges from the earbuds charging case. It's a nice overall design. It's a great little package here. I own another pair of Soundcores that I've used for a few years and I've loved them, and the performance has been pretty fantastic. So there's a few upgrades here that we'll talk about, and let's get this opened up here and we'll take a look at what's included in the box first. After unraveling the box within a box, we take off the lid here by just sliding it off nicely. And the other thing we have right up front and up center here is the charging case for the Soundcore Liberty 4 NC. And we've got here PAP 21. I believe it says Raccolta Carta, which means recycled paper. I'm guessing that's Italian. I'm not a native Italian speaker, nor do I know the language, but this is just a fair educated guess here. That said though, it's a nice little logo and design. I guess Soundcore really wants to make a statement about using recyclable materials for its packaging. Nice to see that they care for the environment. Underneath that cover tray, the tray here for the charging case, we have a nice little booklet, a quick start guide with some instructions on how to pair and other functions. Nice handy printed documentation there. So if they were wanting to really save the environment, they wouldn't have printed that and would have just had everything within the app, but nonetheless. We've got a USB-A to Type-C charging cable for the headphone case, the charging case, which stores up to 50 or 40 additional hours of charge. That's 4 additional charges. And finally, we have 4 different additional sizes of ear tips. Mediums are installed. We have extra small, small, large, and extra large tips available within the box. A beautiful case here for the headphones and a singular button on the front. On the bottom we get a singular USB Type-C port for charging, and on the back we have just a plain matte black finish all across the case of this device. It's a nice and portable case too. It's quite small, easy to slip into a pocket without too much heft, and a singular button on the front that exposes the headphones and puts them into pairing mode when you pop the case open like so. So let's take a closer look at each of these earbuds. Across the stem of each earbud, we have the Soundcore branding with the logo. Beautiful piano black polished finish. It's glossy, so I'm not sure how much fingerprints it'll pick up over time. We'll have to wait and see. And an ever so tiny but definitely a present L for left earbud to identify which side it is. And of course we have these contact pins here that when this earbud is in the case, that it actually is charging. So one microphone here, one microphone at the base of the stem, and I believe another microphone is at the top of the stem here. So you have a total of 6 microphones, 3 on each earbud for a very good call and microphone experience. The pairing process here is quite simple. You simply press the button on the front. You'll get both of when the lid is open, you'll see both of these headphones have a blinking LED indicating that they're currently in pairing mode. Then quite easily hop over to your Windows PC, click your Bluetooth and devices, click add a new device, select Bluetooth, give it a moment to detect the Soundcore Liberty 4 NC. They do find quite fast. Click the button and give it a moment for Windows to detect the devices here for audio, and there you'll see connected microphone as well as audio. Now you'll be able to use this for making calls as well as listening to music and enjoying your games. Click done. That's all there is to get this paired. And one neat thing I want to show off about these headphones is when it's paired, you'll get solid white lights indicating that you're paired with a device. And it's so quick that once you go here to your headphones, you click remove the device, and you'll see here that almost immediately it changes back to pairing mode. So very easy if you like to pair with a few different devices or you need to toggle between the devices quite often. It's a very, very easy pair with this Soundcore Liberty 4 NC. The fit on these Liberty 4 NCs were quite comfortable, some of the most comfortable earbuds that I've worn in quite a while here. They were easy to pop in, they didn't seem oversized, the stems were really nice because they held on to my ear shape quite comfortably, and they fit so I could wear them for multiple hours at a time without feeling any kind of ear fatigue whatsoever in my ear canal or around the inner ear. So very comfortable and a great fit. Undoubtedly, just like any other device that's coming on the market today, most of these are enabled with software through apps on your mobile devices, and this year Soundcore is no exception. We have the Soundcore app here. I've downloaded this on my Android device from the Play Store. Let's run through the setup here. So another thing I find quite irritating, that all of these, for a pair of headphones, I need to make an account, get registered, give half of my life story away. I don't care to do so. Thankfully, Soundcore has provided a skip button here so you can skip past all of this. To add this device, you click add device, you say allow for it to search nearby, you open the headphones here, the case, and it should find it in just a moment. There we are, Soundcore Liberty 4 NC. So we'll tap this here to begin the pairing process, and voila, now we get a few tips here about the different ear tips that are available with the device, and we get information here about the touch operation. You can tap on either earbud to pause or to play any music or any media that you may be playing, and that works for your phone as well as your browser and your Windows laptop and your PC as well. And of course, we've got the highlight here of the Liberty 4 noise cancelling, which is the adaptive noise cancellation. We're going to learn how that works in the software in a bit. So the first things first here, we need to update the firmware. So we'll click on more, and looks like we can download this new version. So once the new version is installed, it says here to keep these earphones with the case open, close to the device, click the install button and wait a few moments for it to install. All right, after what felt like the longest firmware update that I've experienced in history, it stated that it would take about 10 minutes. I have to say it took certainly a lot longer than that. There's a nice little indication here at the top, left 100%, case 85%, so we do get some battery notification. All right, let's continue here. Perfect, here we are on the home screen of the Soundcore app. We see our Liberty 4 NCs are paired. We're currently in the normal ambient sound mode. We could of course go into noise cancellation, transparency mode, and so on. There's also sound effects here. So as I mentioned, in order to address any of these things, and Anker has something called, or Soundcore, which is by Anker by the way, has something called Hear ID Sound, which is testing and personalizing your Hear ID, which is run through a couple of tests. You can of course go here to custom EQ, and if you choose not to log in, you can of course make the adjustments here, but they won't be preserved to your app. We have safe volume here, so you could actually adjust this to the decibel levels if you have audible or hearing issues. You've also got the limit high volume here, so that's nice options to see. We can see we've got battery indicators here, left, right, and of course the charging case. So these boast 10 hours of battery life per earbud of use, and then of course another 4 charges out of that battery case for a total of 50 hours of listening time / charge worth of juice there. We also have here, if you click on the headphones icon, we also see some information. We can do our warranty, get a quick start guide, user manual, maintenance, and so on and so on. Of course, it talks about, this is a nice little handy feature here. You've got short little videos that tell you how to perform the different functions with these earbuds. Lovely to see that it's accessible from within app. You don't have to go online and hunt around. Thank you for that, Soundcore. And of course, if we go to settings here, we'll see the firmware version. We'll see the serial number of our headphones. We can also turn on autoplay and pause. That's if you remove them from your ear. It does have sensing, which means it will pause whatever you were listening to, and once you replace them into your ears, it will continue or play whatever you were listening to. We've also got gaming mode here. If we click on the little eye icon here, it says here enables low latency, enhances in-game audio. Now, if you're sitting at your PC and you're pretty close, or say if you're using a gaming laptop, you can use these headphones. I've tested them with my Zephyrus G16, and they're actually quite good for gaming. You get some really good audio quality, you get some nice bass, some full volume sound. Of course, the bass is not going to be anywhere near as over-ear headphones or more open back headphones, but these are very good for a pair of earbuds for gaming. Certainly if you're doing shooters such as Fortnite or anything of the sort, you'll definitely be able to hear all the enemies coming around the corner. We also have sound leak compensation here at very high volumes, like close to 100%. You will see that there is some sound leak happening because those earbud tips don't form a fully closed seal in your ears, but that means they're a little bit more comfortable, easier to wear for longer periods of time, take on and off. But you can go in here and compensate for that if you want to adjust the overall volume levels, the decibel volume levels to do so. We also got a prompt tone here, sound mode. So as we can see here, sound mode, we can always enable LDAC for lossless audio. Now keep in mind, when you do that, there are some drawbacks of doing this. Yes, you'll get higher bitrate, higher quality audio, but at the trade-off is going to be battery life. So, you know, do so at your own risk. Especially if you're a Tidal subscriber or one of the subscription services where you have really high bitrate audio, this can be a great thing to listen to. We have also got here dual connection. So this device, you can have only 2 devices active at one time, but I think that's usually sufficient. Say, for example, if you want to use it with your phone and then with your gaming laptop. You have a fit test here, so of course you can place them into your ear, place different ear tips onto the earbuds, put them into your ears, and this will do a sound test to see how well sealed they are with your ears and how the bass and the overall audio quality will sound better. Auto power off mode, so if you take them out, leave them on the desk, happen to walk away 30 minutes, I would generally turn this down to about 10 minutes. There's no reason to let them waste battery life. And of course you've got a find device option here, which is actually pretty cool, which will play an audible sound through the headphones. It will be a very high decibel beep, as it says here. So let me take out one earbud. I'll place it here on the desk. So a very handy thing. I mean, it's decent enough that you can actually use it to trace where your headphones are, but it's so low when you have your headphones off that you're not really going to be able to find them quite as easily. Nonetheless, a nice feature and a nice attempt. Maybe in future iterations with different software, they'll iterate on this formula and get better at it. We've got help and of course a quick start guide. So nicely rounds out the settings here. In order to get the most out of the adaptive noise cancellation, once you've selected noise cancellation, click on the mode here. And for adaptive noise cancellation, you should enable the environment detection. When you do so, you'll get this message here about it's going to play a tone, and then it'll listen using the microphones that are built into each earbud, the noises around in your environment, and then tune those out selectively to give you the best noise cancellation possible. I would have to say that the noise cancellation is pretty good, but it's nowhere near the quality that you would get from Bose or say from the Sony 1000 XM5s or any of those very high-end pair of headphones. Of course, this is a much lower price point than those devices, and they've been at it for years. But nice to see that Anker and Soundcore is actually doing a very fantastic job here. It's a great overall value proposition for most scenarios, bus noises, transportation noises, and certainly be able to tone that out easily, and you'll get a very nice and enjoyable listening experience with these earphones. All right, now for the elephant in the room, to talk about the overall sound quality of these earphones. I had a great time using the Soundcore Liberty 4 NC earphones. I thought they were actually fantastic, great value for the money, and they offer a right size price for a right-sized value fit. The feature set is great. It offers noise cancellation at under $100 on sale, particularly now in the holiday season for Black Friday. It has LDAC support, it has high-res audio support, it lasts 10 hours on a singular charge, and with additional 4 charges, 50 hours of battery life in earbuds is not that common. That said, wireless charging is also supported with this particular case. If you have a Qi wireless pad for charging this device, the ANC 2.0 is good. I believe with other iterations and with firmware updates in the future, it should improve much more significantly. That said, the overall design is good. This case is fantastic. I love the lightings. It has Google's fast pair technology, so it quickly pairs with all of those devices. It runs Bluetooth 5.3. I spent a few hours listening to all types of music, rap, hip hop, R&B, jazz, classical, some all kinds of different varieties of music. Also playing some games on these headphones, both on my phone, my Zephyrus G16, playing some Dragon Age the Veilguard, and of course on my desktop PC. And I'd say overall, this is a fantastic pair of earbuds. If you're looking for something that's light, easy to carry, but has a modern feature set, and it's pretty feature packed and gives you all of the necessities I think that you should have in a good pair of earphones, this is going to be a great choice for you. Now that said, I'm not an audiophile, I'm not a sound expert, I'm not an audio engineer or anything of the sort, so take it for what it is. I'm offering you my subjective opinion on this. That said though, I've used many pairs of earphones. I own another pair of Soundcore earphones, but I've had them kicking around for a few years, and they've served me quite quite well, so I decided to invest in another pair of Soundcore. Would love to see more products from them and to review additional devices as they come out in the coming year. That said, if you're looking for something that's a budget buy, you want earphones and not over the ear, and you don't want wired, this is a great overall pick. And with the two devices pairing, you can have this paired with your phone and with another device at all times. The sound quality is good, the bass is good, get mids, get nice tones, there's clarity. At the high end, it gets a little bit muddy, I would say, a little bit too tinny. But if you keep it under full volume, maybe around 90% or so, I think they sound very, very good. The bass is present, but it's certainly not going to be as heavy hitting or as impactful as you'd get with a full set of over-the-ear headphones or any open back headphones for that matter. So that's kind of my review of the Soundcore Liberty 4 NC. If you like this content, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and share this content across your social media channels to help this channel grow. And thanks very much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.